Well, hello, welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and we have a new revelations about the Queen Elizabeth. We have this on the New York Post. Queen Elizabeth II secretly suffered through painful cancer battle in final years. New book claims. I have to say that this is allegedly. We don't have official confirmation of this from Buckingham Palace or anything, so it's all rumors, but it would make sense in so many ways, and it will be much more concerning from how the Harkles treated the Queen in these last years. Queen Elizabeth II spent her final years secretly suffering through painful cancer, according to a new biography of the late British monarch. The Queen, who died in September after more than 70 years on the throne, worked through the agony of bone marrow cancer, the most common symptom of which is bone pain. According to Elizabeth, an intimate portrait, an upcoming biography written by author and broadcaster Giles Brandreth. In the months leading up to her death at the age of 96, there was widespread speculation that the Queen was dealing with an illness. Her death certificate officially listed her cause of death as old age. Well, 96 years old. Well, it's not uncommon. I had heard that the Queen had a form of myeloma, bone marrow cancer, which would explain her tiredness and weight loss and those mobility issues we were often told about during the last year or so of her life, Brandreth wrote in the book, which is being serialized by the Daily Mail. The most common symptom of myeloma is bone pain, especially in the pelvis and lower back, and multiple myeloma is a disease that often affects the elderly, the former MP wrote. Currently, there is no known cure, but treatment, including medicines to help regulate the immune system and drugs that help prevent the weakening of the bones, can reduce the severity of its symptoms and extend the patient's survival by months or 2 to 3 years. Again, all this is allegedly, but you can't help but notice that this all fit in the way that we were seeing the Queen, how she was so frail and well, that difficulty moving in the last months was obvious. The royal biography highlights the Queen's stoicism following the death of her husband of 73 years, Prince Philip, who died in April 2021. She reportedly told a lady-in-waiting that keeping busy with her royal duties helped her cope with the loss, refusing to give in to grief. "My husband would certainly not have approved," the Queen said. She watched the BBC police drama Line of Duty to keep her spirits up, the book said. By autumn of last year, however, she was urged by her doctors to take it easy due to fatigue. "I've got to be sensible," she acknowledged of her declining health. The book also claims that the Queen took no time in deciding to strip Prince Andrew of his royal duties following his bombshell interview with the BBC about his relationship with convicted sexual predator Jeffrey Epstein in 2019. The Queen took a firm grip of things. To use the military jargon, there were only a few days between flash and bang. Action was called for it, and she took it, a senior courtier reveals in the book. But she did allow herself to be photographed riding with her favorite son the day after he was relieved on his duties and supported having him beside her at Philip's memorial service. Now, the question that many people are asking is, did the Harkles know about this? I like the approach of Kinsey Schofield with these very on-point questions. Discussing new revelations about the Queen's final months, some have asked me if H&M knew. I don't believe so. Why would you reject her invitation to visit? Could the family trust the couple with such delicate information? Would H&M even inquire? I decided to make a poll on Twitter to see what my Royal Rogues had to say about this. Was Prince Harry aware of his grandmother's cancer battle? And 68% said yes, and 31% said no. And this is from 1,400 votes already. Let's see the comments. I highly doubt so. I don't think Harry and Meghan would have been able to keep that information to themselves. I agree. They probably would have released a statement. I voted no, but want to put a caveat on that answer. He had to have known she was very ill, in decline, and becoming more frail. The actual disease condition causing that was, in my mind, irrelevant. But that's fair. That's fair. He could have gone privately on his own and made his peace. He did not. I think he was, but only if Queen Elizabeth had allowed it to be told, and that would have been believing or trusting Harry with very sensitive information. And how could they trust him? I don't think William would have approved that. I don't think that William would have thought that was a good idea. I put yes. I don't know. I put yes. I don't know if they trusted him with the truth, but he saw her about Invictus time and again at the Jubilee. He must have known. I could see it from my TV, for God's sake. Yeah, we're talking about Harry that sometimes doesn't have a clue about, well, anything. I think yes, but he was in denial as to it being terminal for her. That is like not giving him any responsibility or not blaming him of anything. Absolutely, after all he himself told the world of their special relationship in an interview just before Invictus last year, no? It makes both him and his wife was attacking the late Majesty weeks before her passing even more nauseating and unforgivable. That's right. They all knew. Why do you think Anne was with her constantly? When I was at the Jubilee, I could tell she was declining fast. When the new PM photos were released, I knew it was a matter of days. I have seen cancer eat at people. The signs are always there. I doubt the royal family felt he could be trusted with that knowledge. He had already proved he could not be trusted. I don't know. I'm hoping he didn't, because if that traitor knew and still did what he did, Lord have mercy. I don't think so, because it would have been leaked, family privacy maintained. I say no because I doubt Her Majesty the Queen would want her prognosis leaked. Nor would she want pity, but that doesn't let him off the hook for refusing her invitations to visit. She was 96 and frail. Yeah, I think that's the best approach. Aunque va a decir que no. Even in Spanish, he's gonna say no either way. Oh, I didn't know. Don't think he and the wife would have been trusted with this information. I think they would found out after Her Majesty passed, hence the shocked looks they showed the world at the funeral. And what? This is what she got? I hadn't... some people are not aware of this. Of course, this is still not confirmed by Buckingham Palace, so this is what we got so far. Absolutely not. The family would never have trusted him with such sensitive information. I cannot imagine that he wasn't at the same time. He must have known how frail she was at 96, but I don't think they would share details because Meghan probably would have sold the story. Yes, she would have done that. Absolutely. I think I'll wait to hear this confirmed by the palace before believing it. From the quotes I read, the man says, "I heard that the Queen had a form of myeloma," and then goes on to make assumptions based on that. Maybe she did, but we don't know. Here's the second one to say it though. I think it was Lady C who said that before. I think the royal family would have invited them home and told them in person, being they never went, weren't told of exact details. I think she told him when he was asked, commanded to stop by on his way to the Invictus Games. I voted no. If the Harkles had known, they would have blabbed it and or made a high-profile visit to a cancer hospital. They would have asked for research donations and funneled it through Archwell, keeping it a very good percentage for themselves. Oh my God. Better that none of this happened. It would have been heinous. Even if he had known, would he have cared? No. Not trusted with the information. Personally, I don't think the royal family trusted either one with this news, and if the Harkles did know and continued with their vile attacks, well, they are just no words. If he had been, I'm pretty sure it would have been leaked. Yeah, that would have been the signal. There's no way H can say he didn't know of the Queen's health. Whether he did or not, after his ridiculous statement after visiting the Queen to see the right people are around her, that she tells him things regardless of him talking himself in a corner, he will backpedal. Yeah, that would have made him come to his senses, I think. He had his chance when invited his news, he lost. Shame. Shame. I voted no, not to give the Harkles any credit, but think only the royal family inner circle were informed. Harry and Meghan aren't inner circle and couldn't be trusted not to use that info for personal gain. That was the exact reason I said no also. Yeah, many people said no for that reason. Me, my thoughts too. Trust is earned and they now know he and the wife would let it slip. By him not going to Balmoral while in the UK shows he had no clue. I believe he was informed that she was aging fast lately and should go see her, but not informed about the real disease. But I could see it on Leah's picture as many saw that her time was approaching fast. He should have came to see her anyways. My Royal Rogues, either way, I would love to know what do you think about this in the comments of this video. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas, I'm the Royal Rogue, and remember, much love and bliss.